Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to this explainer on decoding deception through visual cues. Now, you might be wondering, is mind reading actually a real thing? Well, it turns out it's not about magic tricks or crystal balls, but really about recognizing the subtle psychological cues that we all broadcast every single day. Today, we're exploring the fascinating psychology of eye movements and bodily signals pulling directly from behavioral research to uncover exactly how we can detect deception in our everyday interactions.
Let's actually try a little experiment right now to prove just how predictable our brains really are. I want you to think of a country that starts with the letter D. Got it? Okay, now take the second letter of that country and think of an animal that starts with that exact letter. Take a second if you need to, just pause the explainer right here and lock in your answer. All right, if you like the vast majority of people, you are currently thinking of Denmark and an elephant. Crazy, right? In fact, over 90% of people pick this exact combination. And why is that? Because human behavior and our thought patterns are actually incredibly predictable once you understand how the brain processes information. Mind reading isn't sorcery, it's literally just applied psychology.
So here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, decoding eye movements. Number 2, spotting fake smiles and face cues. Number 3, reading body cues. And finally, number 4, the ultimate truth test.
Section 1. Decoding eye movements, the window to the mind.
Have you ever watched professional chess players in a really heated match? You'll notice they often deliberately avoid looking directly into their opponent's eyes. They do this because they know, instinctively, that their eyes are the biggest betrayers of their thoughts. A simple, totally unconscious glance can completely telegraph their next move. The psychology of eye movements is just incredibly revealing. Research from our source material shows this really clear divide in where we look when we access information. If you ask someone a question and their eyes look up and to the left, they're genuinely recalling a memory. They're basically searching their brain's archives for the truth. But if their eyes go up and to the right, that is the brain's creative center engaging. They're actively creating a story, which, more often than not, means they're lying to you.
Research also points out that if you're talking to someone and you notice their eyes rapidly darting back and forth, you should absolutely pay close attention. It turns out this kind of frantic pinball eye movement is a massive indicator that the person is actively building a narrative on the spot. They're frantically searching for the right pieces to construct a lie right there in front of you.
Section 2, spotting fake smiles and face cues, the mask of deception.
Moving down from the eyes, the lower half of our face, specifically the mouth, is actually where people put in the most conscious effort to hide their true emotions. It's the social mask we all try to control during our conversations. In fact, a staggering 90% of people use fake smiles during their daily conversations. 90%. It's an incredibly common social mask, which makes it absolutely crucial for us to know how to differentiate a genuine expression of joy from a polite or even a deceptive fabrication.
So how do we actually spot the fake? Well, look at the duration. A real smile lasts on average between 7 to 8 seconds, whereas a fake smile drops almost instantly, usually hanging around for only 4 to 5 seconds. But the absolute most reliable tell, the eyes. A genuine smile causes the eyes to shrink, creating those little crow's feet wrinkles right at the corners. With a fake smile, only the cheeks are forcibly raised, while the eyes remain completely static and unchanged. Now, beyond smiles, watch out for the lips themselves. So the crucial point here is that when someone pulls their lips inside their mouth, an action known in psychology as lip tucking, they are exhibiting a classic sign of internal nervousness. It very often indicates that they're uncomfortable with the conversation, maybe preparing to lie, or just deeply uninterested in what is currently being discussed.
Similarly, if you notice someone frequently bringing their hand up to touch or cover their lips while speaking, take note of that. This is a deeply ingrained instinctual gesture. Subconsciously, the person is trying to physically block the deceitful words from coming out of their mouth. They're literally trying to hold back a hidden truth.
Section 3. Reading body cues, the supporting evidence.
While the face provides the most immediate and specific signals, the rest of the body, our hands, our feet, our head, act as the supporting evidence. They serve to either confirm or deny what we've just interpreted from those facial expressions. Let's break these down rapidly. Folded hands or rubbing palms. That signifies nervousness or disinterest, while open hands show comfort and a real willingness to engage. Now, look down at their feet. If their feet are pointing directly towards you, they're fully engaged in the interaction. But if they're tilted away, especially pointing towards a door, they subconsciously want to leave. And the head? If they're rapidly nodding yes, 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 it's usually not genuine agreement. It's actually a desire to rush you along and escape the conversation altogether. A slight head tilt towards you, on the other hand, indicates genuine, focused interest.
Section 4, the ultimate truth test. Putting it into practice.
Okay, so everything we have covered regarding the psychology of eye movements and body language leads us to this ultimate, actionable technique from our source material. This is designed to catch a lie in just 2 minutes flat. Step 1. Ask the person a direct question. Step 2. Now this is the hardest but literally the most important part. Pause completely and say absolutely nothing. Just embrace the silence. Step 3. Closely observe the pace and the nature of their reply. You see, the silence acts as a psychological pressure cooker for the truth. Here is exactly how you decode the results of that awkward pause. If they reply incredibly fast, rushing their words, they are panicking to fill the silence and are more than likely hiding something from you. If they reply at a normal, steady pace, they're simply telling the truth, totally unaffected by the pressure. But if they start stuttering, hesitating, or over-explaining while desperately searching for words, boom, you've caught them. They are completely fabricating their response on the spot. So we've covered the psychology of eye movements, facial masks, body language, and of course, the ultimate truth test. Remember, mind reading isn't magic. It is simply the art of deep, focused observation. By paying close attention to these visual cues, you can unlock a whole new level of understanding in your daily interactions. So I will leave you with this final thought. Who are